Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody today? I am Elaine Pauly, president of MagnaWave. Thank you for joining me today. We are going to talk about all things MagnaWave and revenue. I will be answering questions, doing giveaways, and just chatting with you guys today. A lot to go over. I've got a lot of questions in the last few months about how can I really make a business out of MagnaWave? How can I add it to a business? What are the best ways to go about pricing in my area? How can I really grow from just doing sessions myself every single day? So we're going to be talking about a lot of the things that MagnaWave offers, not just with PMF, but also beyond PMF. If you are here, if you are watching, please give me a hello in the chat. So I can say hi, Paige. You're the first today. We have some giveaways that we are going to do as well. Tell me where you're at, where you're from, where you're watching from. In the chat there. I would love to give you guys some really cool gifts today, but really mostly we are going to be talking about ROI. What is ROI? Return on investment. How do you get the best return on investment? Well, you know, when you're in business of anything, but in this case, you know, the wellness modalities that you are using in your business. So what I have with me today is I got that MagnaWave Simi 10. So I'm going to be talking about that. MagnaWave Simi 10. Can you use the Simi 10 in your business? As well as I've got a rock here. We've got a large loop. So I don't know if you have questions about how to use MagnaWave. Here is the large loop. How do we use it? Where do we put it? What does this come with every single machine? Yes, it does. This is the original coil. Hello, Karen in Lakeville. Hi, Paige in Winterville, North Carolina. Hi, guys. We are going to be talking about the rock. This is regeneration, oxygenation, circulation, the red light by MagnaWave, designed, created, built right here in the United States. How does the rock work with the MagnaWave products? Why should you use red light with your MagnaWave products? Here we go. This is a beautiful machine, a beautiful setup. I'm going to be talking about all of these things. I also have a few little buckets of goodies here. So the more that you participate, the more that you get entered to win one of those wonderful buckets of fun. That's a weird thing to say, buckets of fun. Also, we have a winner today. Last time I was live, I asked you guys to share some testimonials. We did pull a winner for those testimonials. So that was in the MagnaWave testimonials group on Facebook. So go there, check those out. I can see if I have that QR code for that testimonials group here, so I can share it with you all and you can check out. That is a wonderful group to be a part of. If you have not joined it, let's see. I'm going to find it here for you guys. I'll put it up here before the end of the broadcast so that you can join if you would like to talk to other practitioners, or just if you're not even a practitioner, if you just want to be a practitioner, you want to learn about sessions, how this works, ask questions, see other people who are using MagnaWave and PMF. Hello, Kate. 6.5 years into my biz here in Florida, getting ready for my next big growth spurt. Yay. I love to hear that. Hi, Jessica in Nebraska. Hi, Tina in Wisconsin. Jessica says, I just ran a special and got so many people to purchase from my barn. I love that. Missy, hi from Virginia. Hey, Tracy. Hi, Sarah. Karen says, hello, I'm on an Amtrak train in Kansas headed to Colorado. Had separation anxiety from my MagnaWave, but I brought my rock. I know how that feels, Karen. I actually went to Europe, just got back this week. Flew over there. I have some really big announcements coming for those of you who are in Europe coming soon. We have a lot of expansion going on over there, so that's very exciting. But I actually ended up selling one of the machine that I brought over there 3 days before I left. So those last like 3 or 4 days, I didn't have a Simi 10 with me, and I don't know, I missed it so much. Hello, Leslie in Colorado. Paige said, I'd love to add the rock to my stash. So guys, thank you. I love this. Missy, I really need a rock. Leah in Washington. Hey. Let's see. The content. Kate says, I have more testimonials to share. Wasn't sure when the contest ended. So the contest that we did last time ends today, but we will have another contest starting during this live. So stay tuned for that and how you can be entered to win with that one. Hi, Kathy in Cleveland. Kathleen says, rock is my next purchase. Hi from Florida. So we have a couple really cool things going on right now. And I really want to keep this live focused on revenue. So if you have questions about how to make money using these modalities, if you have questions about adding different modalities to your bag of tricks and pricing, this is the day to ask me about it. I'm also going to be talking to you all about a very fun class that I think that you should all sign up for if you are a practitioner. My business builder class, we're going to talk a little bit more about that. But first, this is the brain tap. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but these retail for about $700, $750. Okay. What is this? All right. So inside this brain tap headset, I'm going to show you inside this box here. And this has been a product that my dad and I have been supporting and loving for a very long time. So first of all, you have these QR codes that explain how to get the app on your mobile device. But what it comes with is this headset. And inside this headset, you have a red light and blue light in the ears and over the eyes. This headset can wirelessly hook up to your mobile device. I'm going to put it on. It still has the plastic on it, so it sounds. And it connects to the best in class app for brain training. So what is brain training? The best way that I can explain brain training for you is, well, there's lots of different ways, but have you ever got a song stuck in your head? That is because your brain actually operates at certain frequencies, alpha, beta, theta, delta. There are certain waves for sleep. There are certain frequencies for energy. Your brain actually functions on frequencies. Frequency therapy is something that is very much involved with MagnaWave, very much involved with vibroacoustic therapy. But with brain tap, we are training your brain. And one of the things that I find it most amazing for is, instead of taking a supplement, sleep. Put this on, make it part of your routine. There are actual playlists that put your brain on the right frequency for sleep. They're amazing. Dr. Patrick Porter and his team have done an amazing job of creating. These are not just meditations. These are actual ways to change the functionality of your brain and train it to not only think the way you want, but perform the way you want. So instead of having soda at the middle of the day, maybe doing an energy playlist, or instead of going through, like I had one woman, I think the most amazing thing I've ever seen with brain tap was smoking cessation, a woman who was severely addicted to cigarettes physically and mentally. We did, with the help of her doctor, she actually did I believe 11 or 12 brain tap sessions over the period of a few weeks, as well as full body MagnaWave sessions. And her results were incredible. To this day, she still does not smoke it. She smoked a pack and a half a day. It took us about a month to get her where she wanted to be, but the brain entrainment was exactly what she needed with brain tap. It is a way of training your brain. Think of it like when you go and work out or you swim, you have to work out and you have to work your muscle. Your brain is a muscle. You have to work it out. And this is amazing to do it with. Now, I told you today I was going to talk about revenue. The reason that I'm talking about the brain tap and I'm talking about all of this is because I operate a wellness club here in Louisville, Kentucky called VyFy, VYFYKY.com. We use brain tap very heavily. We use it with our vibroacoustic therapy beds. We also use it in combination with the MagnaWave and with the PMF. So what we do is we will do a full, like either a full body PMF session or a spot treatment session, and then do the brain tap. As long as you are going from the chest down, you can do any sessions for the chest down with PMF, and then you can have the headset on. If you are doing anything from the shoulders down, you want to make sure the headset is off, do that part of the body first, and then put the headset on. But here's the thing. It doesn't matter if you're doing it at the exact same time or one right after the other. What matters is that you're doing them together, okay? You are actually working on that physical mental barrier, all right? Now, they can also be used separately. So let's say that you have a customer or you have somebody who comes along who is not using PMF, who cannot, let's say they're pregnant, let's say they have something going on that they have a battery operated implanted device. The brain tap can be used in those instances. So it's a great modality to have for all of those other times. Also, the brain tap in the mobile app, in the brain tap, there are several sessions in there. There are entire playlists about how to be a better rider. If you are a horse, if you're in horse, if you're performing in horses at all, how to get mentally aligned for any type of performance event with your horse. This is exclusive to people who purchase a brain tap through MagnaWave or do the sign up for the app through MagnaWave. So I'm going to say that again. This is an entire brain entrainment therapy to be a better performer, especially when working with horses. There's also an entire playlist that explains what PEMF is. What is it? How does it work? What is it doing to the body? So imagine, I've talked about these before in the past. This is the video booklet, right? And what's really great about the video booklet is while you're doing a session on a horse or a dog, and somebody comes up and says, what is that? You can actually play a video and they can watch it. This one's dead, but that's okay. You can watch that video and they can learn what PMF is. The same thing with the brain tap headset. You could be doing a horse and have the trainer or the owner or the rider sitting right over here on the other side. They put the headset on, they go through their sessions. This is an upsell on top of what you're already doing. This is something that they can then, you could give them a free demo session to learn about what is happening, what is going on with their horse, what is the PMF doing, what is MagnaWave, how does it work? But also they could do the full protocol for being a better rider at the exact same time as you're doing sessions on their animal. That is a huge revenue upsell for you. And guys, it works. It works. If you believe that you could take medicine and make your brain or your body feel better, why would you not believe that using this light therapy and this frequency therapy could do the exact same thing with little to no side effects? Okay, so I'm going to see if I have any questions. Jessica said, what modalities? Okay, I'm going to come back to your question, Jessica, just one second. Sierra says, brain tap was essential for keeping my brain tip-top in shape for writing my dissertation. I cannot recommend the brain tap enough. Okay, I love that, Sierra. Thank you for sharing that. So here's what I got going on. I have 10 of these left. If you purchase any MagnaWave machine today, before these run out, maybe we only have 8. I don't know. I don't know how many are left, but there are a number of these left. You are getting a brain tap for free. That's a $750 value. Anybody who purchases a MagnaWave right now is going to get this brain tap for free. Okay. Now let's say you say, Elaine, I already have a MagnaWave, or I don't need a second MagnaWave, or I'm not ready to buy a MagnaWave yet. Right now, I have marked the MagnaWave down. I've marked the brain tap down for today only. For today only, you can get the brain tap for $650. Okay, so if you are interested, in this, you can text the specialist, this number, 1-502-706-7221. I've taken $100 off of this, and this can be combined, this $100 off this can be combined with your practitioner discount. Can be. Okay, text 1-502-706-7221 if you would like to take advantage of the brain tap sale today. Or if you would like to, if you have been on the board of like, I want to get a machine, I'm going to get a machine sometime, I'm going to get a MagnaWave, I'm going to add it to my business. Now is the time, because I'm giving you that $750 value brain tap with the purchase of any of our equipment. And that's financing, that you can finance it until they run out. Okay. Until they run out. That's it. So I'm giving you 2 modalities for the price of 1. That is a way for you to increase revenue. Again, you can use the brain tap when you're writing your dissertation, like Sierra said. You can use the brain tap on yourself. You can use your brain tap on writers. You can use the brain tap on customers who are not able to use PMF. This is, if you are an animal practitioner and you are looking for extra revenue, this is it. Because 99% of the time when you have a dog, a cat, you have a animal, there is a human being associated with that animal, right? That is the person. Who is that animal's person? That person can find the advantages within that brain tap. Now, if you would like to, let's say you're not ready to do anything, you want to just try, let's see. Right here is the 30-day free trial for the Brain Tap app. If you would like to try the Brain Tap app and see the MagnaWave parts of the Brain Tap app, and then you would want to use this 30-day free trial. You can load the Brain Tap app onto any mobile device. You do not have to have the headset to try the 30-day free trial. But let me tell you what, The headset is a game changer. And we are giving them away today with the purchase of any MagnaWave device until the brain taps run out. I think I have about 10 of them. So keep that in mind. But if you would like to go ahead and just try the mobile app and use regular headphones and see what it's all about, that is the link right there, that 30-day free trial. We'll put that link in the chat as well. Ooh, Tammy says just ordered 2 rocks today. Yay, Tammy. Let's see. Paige said I had a horse step on my foot, 3 toes. Let's see what she says. I had a horse step on my foot, 3 toes were bruised. The pinky toe turned black by the end of the day. I used MagnaWave PMF 2 times a day for 2 days, and the discoloration is gone. 2 days? That's amazing. Kate says, listening while I work on ponies. Be careful. Paige says, I have the brain tap, and it's awesome. Maureen, I've had the brain tap since 2019. I love the brain tap app. Brain tap every morning to get me going. Yes, I use it. I've used it on my children. I love the Brain Tap app. Again, I am giving you $100 off. If you want to purchase the Brain Tap headset today, it is $100 off, and that can be combined with your practitioner discount. So all you have to do is text the number 502-706-7221. I'm going to put it back up again. 502-706-7221. We'll put that number back up, and you will be able to get we will talk. You can, reach out to your product specialist, whichever way you want to do it, and we'll get you that brain tap. And if you buy a MagnaWave, if you are interested in purchasing a MagnaWave, you get the brain tap for free while supplies last. That's a $750 value. Jessica says the brain tap at MagnaWave at MagnaCon made me take a nap. Girl, it will, but there's also energy sessions. So there are actual energy de-stress, anxiety, sleep. It's incredible. And when combined with the actual headset, this is something that I've used in my daily life and in my life with my family for the past 10 years. I'm not even kidding you. We have been using the brain tap for years and years and years. I love the brain tap for sleep and focus, Paige says. Karen says, I turn it on while MagnaWaving on horses. Very calming. Does brain tap help with anxiety and cortisol levels? I am a 41-year-old woman with 3 children. One of them is going to college. One of them is going to high school. And then one of them is going to 2nd grade. I also do this thing. I run this business, you might have heard of it. And my cortisol levels are like up here. The brain tap is absolutely amazing for lowering cortisol levels. Incredible. There are supplements that you could take. I also take some supplements for that. But the only thing that I can actually notice in real time that physically and mentally, mentally can feel the release is with that brain tap is incredible. When I pair that with the rock red light or the PMF, you guys, when you're doing these 3 things together, you have the powerhouse of stacking. The rock red light, PMF, and the brain tap. So you are literally functioning. You are getting light. Okay. You're getting magnetic field. You are getting brain entrainment. So you are getting actual frequency therapy that trains your brain to relax. Our body responds to stress so differently, especially as we age. And the way that we can train our brain and our body to respond better to stress is by actually getting our brain to function better and be able to handle stress better. That's what brain training does. Helps your brain function and handle stress better, which naturally lowers your cortisol levels. Sierra says, I use mine for sleep all the time. I rarely get to the end of any of the sessions. Have been in a state of chronic stress for years in academia. It is one of the only things that truly works to build new neural pathways. Sierra is, what is your title? She is something incredible. Okay. And I've talked to you several times. And I don't know exactly, I don't want to butcher it, but she wrote her dissertation for her doctorate and she uses the brain tap. And what she says here, it truly works to build new neuro pathways. Let that sink in. And one of the things with aging, and I know I was supposed to be talking about revenue, but I started talking about aging. One of the things with aging is a lot of it is up here. Okay. If you can be as physically fit as you want to be, but if mentally you're not there, and you're not keeping up mentally, you will begin to decline much faster physically, and vice versa. If you are physically unable and you are physically hindered and you are aging faster physically than you are mentally, you will begin to fade faster mentally because of your physical restrictions. This is the truth. So, what can you do right now to help yourself and your customers? If you have new customers, if you are working on horses, if you are working on and you want to add something new. So let's talk about pricing really quickly. I like packages. I'm a huge packages person. So for 20 to 30 minutes of the Brain Tap, we usually do $25 to $35. Now, Brain Tap does have different sessions. For this 30-day free trial, I believe you get 4 or 5 plays a day. If you start doing more than that and you really want to start billing, you want to move up to a higher bracket through Brain Tap, you can do that through us as well, where you can get unlimited plays through the day. But you could start here with this 30-day free trial, use your Brain Tap headset, see how many plays you need a day. There are professional memberships within Brain Tap that you get unlimited plays per day on your headset, and that is something to think about as your business grows. But we like to do 25 to 35 dollars for a session. And then you could do anywhere, you could do packages of 10, packages of 5. You could do as a PMF add-on. So like add on 20 minutes of the Brain Tap for an extra 25 bucks. You all, this is something that is fantastic for those that can't use PMF, like I said, and you want to actually feel and see results within those first few sessions. Sarah Smith says, the headset is on my list. Loving the app. So if you would like to try the app, it's right there, 30-day free trial right here. That's just the app that's using, but the Brain Tap headset right now for the end of the day today is on sale, $100 off plus your practitioner pricing. If you're a practitioner, $100 off for retail for everyone. Or if you buy any MagnaWave machine, you are going to get that Brain Tap headset. That's a $700 value. Katie says, now I want to try that on my boyfriend. I hate that he smokes. Katie, I'm telling you what, but at the end of the day, they do have to want to quit. They have to want to quit. Okay, so let me pull up here. Heather, can you confirm that the shop link is working that David had? I'm going to make sure we have this. Before I want to show you guys some really cool stuff here. We have a link to the shop where you can get that headset for that $650 off, or you can easily just simply text 502-706-7221. You don't have to call, you can, but you just send a text, or you can text your product specialist and say, I would like information about the Brain Tap. I would like information about the Rock. I would like information about any of the MagnaWave devices, anything. Let's see. We have, I'm going to pull something up for you. I want to share with my friends. Okay, so the Rock, lots of questions about the Rock. So the Rock right now is it's $2,500 retail, and you're like, $2,500 Rock red light. First of all, it comes in this amazing travel case. This is the only high power red light that I am aware of in the world that is made exclusively in the United States of America. So I'm going to repeat that. This is made right here in Louisville, Kentucky, designed. There's no other company that sells this exact design, that sells this exact machine. This is made right here in Louisville by Americans, right here, the United States of America. This is completely cordless. This is our Rock red light, exclusively sold by MagnaWave. The cool thing about this that is totally different than any other high power, because there are other high power red lights, is that you can use it in the middle of the coil at the same time. So you are cutting session times in half. If you want to do a session with a red light, this is very strong. The times for these are 30 and 60 seconds. That's it. That's all you need. You know those big, we sell them as well, big full body red light panels. Those are great. Wonderful. You can do 10, 15 minutes under 20. Fantastic for your body, for your skin, for your microcirculation. But if you are really wanting to penetrate into the body and you really want to break up any type of inflammation, you really want to get that microcirculation, you want to work really well with the PMF for quick, fast issues, that's this. So as you can see, it's going to get brighter. Got brighter there. And this will actually beep when the 30 to 60 seconds is done. It's completely cordless. So it comes with 2 batteries. So one can be charging while the other is using. You can pause it. In the middle of the session, you see it's blinking. Switch between 30 and 60 seconds. Again, the Rock, $2,500 retail. If you are interested in a Rock, if you want to talk about our pricing options, also about our payment plans and or practitioner pricing, text that number or reach out to your product specialist. I'm telling you, I know that people are like, look, this is expensive for a red light device because you could get a lot of stuff online from Amazon, from China. You are not going to get a quality product like this anywhere else that is made in America than right here. Kate says Dr. Wendy's sessions are great. Yes, Dr. Wendy Corin is the one who does the sessions in the BrainTap app for MagnaWave. What would you recommend charging for BrainTap sessions? Let's go over that again. So $25 to $35 is what I would recommend for standalone. You could add it on to any PMF session as an add-on for $20. So $25 to $35, depending on what they're doing. Then you could sell them in packages of 10. And do for maybe $150. You could do a package of 10. But I always say, if you're going to do packages, expiration date. So packages expire within 3 months. They have 3 months to use them. Okay. Packages also, you have to, have those terms and conditions. Can they be shared with friends, et cetera, et cetera? You definitely want to make sure that any type of package or promotion that you run does have that expiration date. Because unfortunately, what people will do is they'll buy one and then 6 years later, they come back and they want to come back with things. You want them to use those 10 sessions within that first 3 months to get the best results with the BrainTap. It is meant to be used consecutively. You can also rent the BrainTap to people. Hi from Florida, Joanne. Let's see. Getting a BrainTap is a kind of a priceless bonus. That's right. It's completely, you are trying to build. I always tell people, you're not just getting a MagnaWave and going into business. If you are using this as any type of financial revenue builder for you, you have got to have an entire toolbox of modalities, because every body is different. When I say everybody, I mean every physical body for animal and people are different. So what is going to be best for one person or one animal is not going to be the same thing. Having a toolbox with the BrainTap, the Rock, and the MagnaWave, you are getting the absolute #1 best bundle for any type of holistic or wellness or recovery type of services. Let's see. I need to get to save the Mag Energy mat guard. I got the mat now. I need the guard. Oh, Jessica wants the mat guard. I love the mat guard. Okay, this is it. I also feel like the BrainTap would be great to have before showing horses for people who get too anxious. There is an entire playlist that is only exclusively offered through MagnaWave. So you have to go through this 30-day free trial, or you have to purchase your headset from us to get, that is for people who are about to be in performance, specifically horse performance, prior to events. Only available through MagnaWave. You have to use that 30-day free trial QR code, or you have to purchase your BrainTap app from your BrainTap through us. So you can get that by buying any MagnaWave machine right now. You can get that free $750 value BrainTap headset. Again, you're thinking to yourself, let's do the math. I need my calculator. Let's do the math right now. If you were to purchase, let me just pull it up on here. If you were to purchase a BrainTap today, and it is $750 is what they usually are, but we're going to say $650 because you're getting $100 off if you purchase by end of day today. You charge, let's say $35 a session. All right, let's just say you charge $35 a session. You charge 25, you do 25 sessions, and that's $875. You've already made back the whole entire price of the BrainTap headset. And you've made money. You made hundreds of dollars. 25 sessions, and you've made hundreds of dollars. So what does that mean? If you are a practitioner right now and you are going out every single day to do animal sessions or do human sessions, you're telling me that an extra $875 you're already doing those sessions. You're already talking to those people. You're already working with those animals and those owners. How could that hurt? $35 is what we're asking for. 25 sessions, and you've already paid off the BrainTap headset and made money. That's return on investment. That's how you grow your business. And you're not doing any more work. How do you beat that? So yes, if you want to check out the BrainTap app, check it out right here, 30-day free trial. But if you really want to understand and charge for something like this and actually build your business around and actually affect lives, affect your life, just start with yourself. Using this headset is priceless. Amazing. Maureen Boyle says there's BrainTap sessions for sinus issues. It's fabulous because the frequency therapy works. The frequency therapy can also help your sinuses. I know. Amanda, anyone feel like BrainTap helps with ADHD? Hi, Amanda, have we met before? Because yes, it does. Absolutely. Calming the brain. Focusing, training the brain to focus. Tracy Walker Bush. First of all, this is how amazing that her BrainTap has lasted this long. My BrainTap is 6 or 7 years old. How has the unit changed, and do I need to save for an upgrade? The lights have gotten a little bit better. Tracy, the red, blue lights and the white lights have actually got a little bit stronger. But the Bluetooth capability is much better in the new BrainTap headset. So if you have one of the ones that's tethered where you have to actually plug it in, that may be a reason to upgrade. But it really, if yours is working, there isn't a huge reason. I like having so what I did was at my wellness club is I got a old Apple tablet, like an old Apple mini iPad. So I got one of those, like a refurbished one. I downloaded the BrainTap app on there so that it wasn't on my personal cell phone device whenever I was in the wellness club, because if my cell phone rang, then the customer was going to hear it. And then I load the BrainTap app on there. It also connects, if you've ever seen our vibro acoustic therapy beds that we offer, it connects with the vibro acoustic therapy beds. Let me see if I have. If you've ever seen the pictures of the Wave Oasis and the vibro acoustic therapy beds, we talked a lot about them at the spring sale. I'll pull up some pictures for you guys. Well, I'm trying to pull it up. So I'm going to share my screen and show this to you guys. This is just a Facebook post from years ago, but I pulled it up really quickly. So this is the Wave Oasis. It actually could be in a chair or on a bed. And like this in this massage, on this massage table. This is vibroacoustic therapy with PMF built in. This is Marcy's MagnaWave. Thank you, Marcy. I just Googled it up and it showed this. This can be used with the BrainTap. She's got regular headphones on here, but it can actually be used with the BrainTap. So at the same time. So how cool is that? Whoops. No, go back to me. There we go. So, let's see what other question. My daughter is working on her PhD and could really benefit from the BrainTap. Tina, get her one. Today is the day. Jessica says I'm going to need to put that on my wish list. Let's see. Does the BrainTap increase delta waves for increased deep sleep? Leslie, yes. There's alpha, beta, theta, and delta. So it runs on all the different types of frequencies, even a combination of those together. So based on which playlist or sessions that you decide if you want sleep, energy, relaxation, de-stress, smoking cessation, anxiety, sinus issues. So much stuff is in here. You could do the 30-day free trial here. Can you use the rock and brain tap together? Yes, ma'am. Yes, you can use the rock and brain tap together. You can use the rock on the body. You can use the brain tap at the exact same time. No problem. Okay, Sierra, who was talking about earlier about rebuilding neural pathways. I'm a PhD in neuroscience. I studied mouse adrenal cells. That's what Sierra did. She wrote her dissertation. And she said that she used the brain tap to help her during that period of time. Doctor in neuroscience. It wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be, but it could have been. Let's see. I feel like the brain tap may help me more than the medicine I'm taking for my anxiety. Obviously, never, ever, ever, ever stop taking any medication. Always speak to your doctor. But yeah, I mean, there is actual studies and science behind frequency therapy and how you can train your brain to react to situations and help and feel and be better. Is there a certification for the brain tap? Kathy, no, there is not a certification, but there is training videos. So we do have some training videos on the brain tap. When you scan the QR code, there's that comes within the actual brain tap itself. You can there's full training videos on how to use the app, how it works. Everything's already in there. My brain tap subscription didn't re-up this year like it normally does. Emailed support to get me back on track. Kate, I believe that they got a new system, so it may have been that. Does the brain tap normalize the circadian rhythms? Well, I think that what the brain tap does is it allows your body to begin normalizing your circadian rhythms. So it uses frequency therapy. There's different, everybody's body is a little bit different, but based on the sessions that you use, yeah, you can help yourself get back in rhythm. This is an interesting one. The brain tap has actually helped with my vision. I do not have to wear my contacts in classes as before. My husband and I both have one and we love it. You know why? Because of the red light and the blue light that's actually inside the headset. So inside the headset is red light and blue light, and I've actually seen several studies that show how that can help with your vision. So using the brain tap headset, again, you could get a brain tap headset today for free if you with the purchase of any MagnaWave. So any MagnaWave machine. If you are interested in getting a MagnaWave machine, you could text your product specialist, go to this, text this phone number, or go to our website and fill out any form. But this is what the headset looks like. And inside this here and right here, you have the red light, blue light. All of that is going to be going on while you are training your brain with the frequency therapy through the app. I love that it helps your vision. Let's see, where in the brain tap link is for better horse riding? So Maria, have you done the 30-day free trial? If you've signed up here, this is through the MagnaWave portion. I don't know exactly what type of device you're on, exactly how to tell you to get there, but there is a drop down for the MagnaWave playlist. Here's about the rock. Love the rock. I've been using on our show steer who had a lump from a vaccination and is gone within a week. So Tanya said, love the rock I've been using on our show steer who had a lump from a vaccination. It's been gone within a week. So Tana, you just use the rock. You could get the rock by itself. Okay. It can be used at the same time as PMF. This is the strongest and the only red light that I'm aware of that's actually manufactured in the United States. Pretty cool. 30 to 60 seconds, super quick, great add-on to any business. Let's talk about revenue. How can you make revenue with this? You can add this on to what you're billing for. And now I know that there was somebody was talking about pricing and people undercutting, and I want to address that, but I don't know where it went. So if you asked that question, could you ask it again? Okay, let's talk about business classes. Let's talk about growing your business. Is your beginner business class still complimentary? Yes. If you would like to check out my beginner's business class and you are a MagnaWave practitioner, okay, you just want to go into the MagnaWave portal right here. And you want to access the training and the business starter is in the training in the portal. Also, here's something cool to sign up for. PMF 101. What are we talking about? What is MagnaWave? How does it work on animals? Hey, maybe you have friends that you'd like to share this with. If you have friends that are interested in MagnaWave, you have friends that are interested in what it is, how it works, you guys, check this out. Go to this, share this link with your friends. Share this QR code with your friends. I'll put it in. This is a great way to educate people and help them understand what you do, why you do it, and why it's great. I'm using the MagnaWave and the Rock on my budgie that always lays eggs when she gets hormonal. After 2 weeks of using it, there are no eggs. Vicky, that's because her body has figured it out. And I don't know what a budgie is, but I'm assuming it's a chicken. Is it a chicken? There are practitioners in our area that charge cheaper prices. How do I maximize my services while competing with lower prices? You get what you pay for. Okay? I want to be very clear. You are not selling MagnaWave. All right? If you are going into business and you are selling that you do PMF only, you're doing it wrong. If you are booking clients by text only, you are doing it wrong. If that is the only way. What I need you to do, Kristen, look at me like this, Kristen. You are the expert. I want you to become as educated as possible. You are the reason that you are priced the way that you are, because you have tools and you know how to use them, and you work well with other types of wellness practitioners, and you know how to talk about to a doctor and explain what you're doing. You are the expert, and people will not pay a cheaper price unless they think that they're getting the equal value, right? So the price is only a problem when there is a lack of value. Price is only a problem when there is a lack of value. Why choose you? How is Kristen different than everybody else? Not PMF, but not only can she use PMF, but you understand PMF, and you have the brain tap, and you have the Rock, and you know how to use them together better. You know how to help them work with their, explain what they're doing to their medical professional. You know how to talk to them, and you're honest with them about what they need and how they need it. You know how to maybe work with a physical therapist, a chiropractor. You are the expert. When they come to you, not only do they feel more comfortable, do they leave feeling better, but they get better results, because a lot of you heard bedside manner with working with the doctor. Majority of what you're doing is you and how you present yourself. So you need to be the professional. And I'm going to tell you, people get what they pay for. And if you are losing clients to someone because they are lower priced, first of all, that client will not last. This has happened tons of times. There are companies out there right now pretending to sell MagnaWaves for $3,500 that they say are the exact same as what we sell the Julian and the Julian Duo for. Okay. They are not the exact same. Those machines are nowhere near what we sell. And when you get one or you try one, you know. Just like when somebody goes to someone for a lower price and they're talking to them and they can't answer the questions and they don't have a good plan for them and they don't know how to get them back to where they want to be, and they don't know how to talk about the products and they don't know how to combine those products, those people will know and they will come back. You are the value, and you have got to find the value in yourself. How do you present yourself as the value, and how do you go about doing that in a way that makes sense for you and to increase your revenue and grow your business? I'm going to tell you what you need to do. We have a business builder course. Let's see. I'm going to find it. My business builder course is starting. It is 6 weeks long. If you are interested in that course, you can also text 502-706-7229. And then I'm going to find the link for it here and put it up for you guys. I'm flying solo today, so you got to give me 1 second. My business builder course is 6 weeks long. And what I'm going to do in that course is we do one-on-one sessions, me and you, every week. We also are going to outline your goals. Here we go. If you are interested, I'm going to put the link in there. But I'm also going to, let's see, here we go. I'm also going to say this. You have got to make it as easy as possible for people to connect with you and give you money and for you to connect with your customers. It cannot just be where you're just willy-nilly emailing people, you're willy-nilly working. You have got to be as professional as those around you, if not more professional. So being part of this, my business builder courses, we're going to set you up on how to track and set goals for the next 3 to 5 years, how to grow your business to where you're making money, where you are making more money, but also making money when you're not working. How can you build a wellness business that when you are sleeping or you're on vacation, you are not losing money? That's what we're going to do. This is not a course for newbies. Okay. This is a course for people who have been in business for about a year, who are interested in growing their business. If you would like to take this course, if you're interested in it, what I need you to do is text this number 502-706-7221. If you are a practitioner, I need you to go to the MagnaWave portal. We'll put that up. Go to the MagnaWave portal and you can actually sign up for the course there. If you are already a MagnaWave practitioner, you can go to the portal and go to Business Builder course. Okay. 6 weeks, 10 people. We are going to go more in depth on this 6 weeks than we've ever done before. This is once a year I offer this class. We're going to set your goals and change your business. So I am talking about building a list, how to grow, how to market, all the things that I wish I could give away for free and talk about all the time in here that we don't have time for because everybody's business is different. And how you need to do it in your area based on your target audience is different than the person next to you. So this isn't a, like step and repeat. This is not a plug and play thing. This is me and you and a group of other people working together who are all in the same place and getting you to grow to that next level, setting those goals and giving you the tools and the expertise to do so. Okay. One-on-one with that plan just for you. It's 6 weeks long. And it is, if you are interested, 502-706-7221. It's this fall. Jessica says, I was so blessed to have won a business builder opportunity at MagnaCon last year. Was unable to attend due to a family emergencies. My business is growing up and I'm missing things that can make it even stronger. Jessica, you need to do it. Do it. You can take advantage of it this time. Sierra, if you are serious about building your business, Elaine's class is super helpful. Tina, I love this. I've shared the PMF 101 on my page and has increased interest in sessions. What is the PMF 101? Let's see right here. You guys, this is a full course. If you want to get a peek at what our new certification program is going to be like, it's coming out in a few months. This is a good peek at what it's going to be like. This is interactive education on what MagnaWave and what PMF is. See, what's this say? Props to Elaine and the team. Love the science behind PMF on the website. Great material for social media and websites. Oh, thank you. So many questions. Okay, let me make sure. Can you answer my brain tap question about that would depend on purchasing one? Oh, Colleen, I can't find your, it's a parakeet. What are you talking about? Oh, Vicky, it's a parakeet. The parakeet was laying eggs. I get it. Okay. I didn't know a bougie was a parakeet. Let's see. Colleen, I can't find your question. You're going to have to ask it again. Post a PMF 101 on my page. Would that be good for my human clients? Amy, it wouldn't. It's not going to hurt. Is fully course and awesome. Let's see. PMF 101 is a full course. It's awesome. Highly recommend. Was part of the pilot program. It's a game changer. Love that. I'm just making sure I answer all your questions. Colleen, if you want to answer that again, I don't know where it went. Let's see. Can MagnaWave help with proud flesh? I think somebody already answered that. I mean, the MagnaWave is not going to remove the proud flesh, but the thing is it can help with if you're going to any treatments that you're going to use on the proud flesh. So anything that you're going to do, like categorizing or anything like that, you can use it. Also, you want to really use the MagnaWave as a wellness session instead of. That's the thing with MagnaWave. A lot of times people are wanting to use it after an issue. You know, proud flesh is very similar to something like bone on bone in a knee. Like if you're bone on bone, you're bone on bone. You know, like we can help a little bit, but we're not going to fix the massive problem that's there. But the recovery after surgery or something like that, excellent. But you want to make sure that if you're using MagnaWave like I do right now, I don't have any issues, but I use MagnaWave almost, I mean, every single day. I use PMF every single day. I use BrainTap several times a week. I use the Rock. I do these things so that I don't have these issues as I age. And I think that that's something that we really want to make sure that we're doing with our animals and ourselves. Are the business builder classes going to be later in the day? I work from 8 to 4, so it makes it hard to get to these. Yeah, the business builder classes are after 4 o'clock at 4 p.m. every day. Is MW doing a back to school sale this year? No, we are not. We may do some bundles that we do. We are not doing any type of sale. We may do some bundles where you can like buy a bunch of things together, but we won't be doing like discounts on machines. There will only be one more sale. It will be a live sale like I did in the spring, and it will be sometime probably right after Christmas, maybe. Suggestions for frequency of sessions after TPLO surgery on a dog. First of all, I would recommend doing sessions at least 2 to 3 times a week. When active bleeding is open, make sure there's no active bleeding. If you can do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, that would be great. And I would do 20 to 30 minutes. But if you can only do once a week, fine. But 3 times a week would be great. Let's see. All right. If you have any questions, let me know because I'm going to do a few giveaways here. Let's go back to what we have for you guys. Let's recap really quickly. What do we got? Things that you need to do. Sign up for the 30-day free trial of BrainTap. Right here. Okay. I also need you to text 502-706-7221 if you are interested at all on any, and you have questions about anything. If you have questions about the machines, if you have questions about the red light, if you have questions about any product that we have right here, just text the number. There's no commitment. You just can ask your questions. You can get paired up with an expert. And if you want to stop talking, you stop talking. That's it. You can text us. That's all we're asking you to do. We can answer any questions. And if you purchase a Simi 10 right now, while supplies lasts, we have a BrainTap, which is a $750 value for free. BrainTap, $750 value. And like I said, if you charge $35 for a BrainTap session, after 25 sessions, you have made all of the money back. All of the money for the $750 plus made $150. So 25 sessions is all it takes. You could do 25 sessions easily in the first 2 to 3 months. Easily. That's 5 to 10 sessions a month. And if you already have some clients, you give them one demo session, they're hooked. Every time they come, you work on their dog, you work on their horse, you work on them, you add that BrainTap in. But first you have to start using it for yourself to see the power of the BrainTap. And I'm going to tell you, this is great by itself. This is incredible. And for today only, I'm giving $100 off the BrainTap headset. To those of you who do not want to buy a machine or do not need a MagnaWave right now, you want to just get the headset, you could get this headset today for $650. That's $100 off. As well as that can be combined with the practitioner pricing. Do you have business lectures at MagnaCon? Yes. Let's talk about MagnaCon really quickly. MagnaCon 2026. This is the giveaway. Make sure that you get your tickets to MagnaCon 2026. We are selling tickets fast. It is going to be here in Louisville, Kentucky. We will have the hotel and all of the pricing, everything up soon. You can go to magnacon.com. If you get your tickets for MagnaCon 2026, you're going to be entered to win a prize on my next live. So go ahead and get your tickets. And we will be doing business breakouts at MagnaCon. Thank you, Katie. Oh, wait, Katie. Wait. Okay, wait. No, not her. Hold on. We're going to do a giveaway here in a minute. Hi from Indiana. Brain Tap is on my list to buy. Love the rock. Love that, Lola. Bye, Katie. Let's see. Robin Ford, how do you get a tweeter since one didn't come with my machine? You can just text that number right there or reach out to your product specialist or go into the portal, log into the MagnaWave portal. If you are a practitioner, if you own a MagnaWave machine and you have not logged into the MagnaWave portal, you are missing out on a ton of information. The tweeter is in here. There's everything is in here. How to sign up for the Business Builder course, everything. What is the Brain Tap helpful for? Okay. So the Brain Tap is great for sleep, focus. It can help with anxiety, depression. It can help with things like smoking cessation. It can help with things like anxiety before or after events. It can help with sinus issues. There's headache protocols. There's vision protocols. There is performance, like before or after any type of performance. There are all sorts of different protocols to help train your brain to function better. There's protocols to help you study better, to help you perform better, to help you sleep better, relax, everything, stress. Rock is my absolute favorite device. Me too, girl. I love the Rock. We have them in stock. Get your Rock today. You have to keep checking the portal. You have to keep checking the portal. It's great, got great info, and it's updated constantly. There are things for you to post on social media. There are content. There's content in there. There's testimonials. There's everything is in here. Ta-da. If you are a MagnaWave practitioner, this is great. And if you're not a MagnaWave practitioner and you bought a machine from somebody else, I'm so sorry for that. If you would like to trade that machine in, I will trade in. I will do a swap on any comparable device. So if you have any low power device, if you have a high power device, if you would like to trade your machine in and get a MagnaWave, we will do that at any time. We accept trade-ins from all of our competitors. We also match pricing. 502-706-7221. 502-706-7221. If you would like to speak to a specialist, just text us. And we can talk about our trade-in program. We can talk about my Business Builder course. We can talk about the Brain Tap. And again, we have I think 7 Brain Taps left. You get $100 off plus your practitioner pricing. Text this number if you would like that. You also, if you buy a MagnaWave before those are, until those are gone, you get that $750 value of that Brain Tap for free. Let's see. One of my husband's employees purchased the app because he told her how it helps us sleep. She messaged him last night to thank him. Her sleep has dramatically improved. Who wants to try it? MagnaWave app. Brain Tap app right here. If there's something you're looking for and it's not on the portal, the team is so helpful too. I needed a white logo for a flyer I was making. They emailed it over right away. Thank you. Rock. Stung by wasp. Used my Rock twice that day and swelling was gone by morning. Love that, Laura. I love that. Okay, let's do a giveaway. Where on the portal do we find content for social media? Go to the media library. In the portal, media library. Hey, Nola Sue. Hey. The Brain Tap can help with a ton of things. Can help with any, like certain indications like dementia, stroke, all of that needs to be discussed with the doctor before you add a modality. But yes, if you are looking to train the brain in functionality, there's definitely protocols for all of that. Why only a couple of minutes per spot? Joanna, this is strong. So time is money when you're in business, right? If you are trying to get us do the rock is so strong. I'm going to turn it on again. So it's very low and then it's going to get really, whoop, see that? When you are using this device, you only need 30 or 60 seconds, depending on the hair and the darkness and the lightness of the hair or the skin. It absorbs more or less light, but that's all you need. We are penetrating deeper and further than any of the red lights that you can buy from China. You don't need any more than this. This is the strongest light you could get before getting to like a laser. Okay, I'm going to do my giveaways now. Maria says, I just signed up again for the BrainTap app and purchasing another BrainTap. Do it today, girl, because we got $100 off. I can't wait to try BrainTap. Colleen. Okay, there we go. This is for Colleen. I know you say third attempt, but I cannot find this question. How well does it drown out outside noise? I work at agility trials close to the ring. Will it still be effective? Yes, girl, look at this. Look at this. This is, I mean, these are hardcore headphones. I mean, you're pretty good here. I mean, and with the sound and the frequency, yes, these will absolutely work. And you can adjust the volume on the device that you're using it on. So you can turn it up, turn it down based on, you know, what's happening at the agility trials. Okay, let's do giveaways. Heather, I don't know if you're listening to me, but I need you to pick some winners and put them in here. First of all, I'm going to do the winner of the testimonials. So if you posted testimonials in the Facebook group on the MagnaWave testimonials Facebook group, thank you so much. The winner of the BrainTap, okay, the winner of this BrainTap machine is Kate Backus. Congratulations, Kate. Woo! Kate wins a BrainTap for posting in the testimonial group. So if you would like to be our spotlight winner on the next live, you need to go to magnacon.com and get your tickets to MagnaCon 2026. Anybody that has their tickets for MagnaCon 2026 already purchased is entered to win in my next live. And I will either be giving away a BrainTap or a rock, one or the other. I don't know, on my next live. So make sure that you get your MagnaCon tickets before the next live, which is the first office hours is, my next live is Thursday, July 17th. Wait, what? No, August 5th, right? Tuesday, August 5th. Yeah, Tuesday, August 5th. I'm losing my mind. Tuesday, August 5th, next live. So make sure you get your MagnaCon tickets. Congratulations, Kate. We will get that shipped out to you. You can email MW Prizes. Kate, I'm sure we have your stuff, but email mwprizes@magnawavepmf.com with your name, address, and what you want so that we can make sure we get it to the correct address in case you're traveling. Thank you, Kate. All right, now I got 3 buckets to give away. Okay. Our first bucket winner, thank you, Heather. Our first bucket winner, Maria says, I purchased my tickets at the last MagnaCon conference. That's fine. If you've already bought your tickets, you're already entered for the giveaway at my next live. So, but if you haven't purchased them yet, get them. Magnacon.com before the next live. Let's see. Our winner right now, our winner for this bucket of goodies, okay? And inside we have HydroWave concentrate, a MagnaWave shirt, MagnaWave hat, MagnaWave squishy, whole bunch of MagnaWave goodies in here. So this is already valued over $100. Some stickers, love these. And as well as this super cool bucket, just the right size bucket. I actually used mine to clean out my fish tank last night. I know, TMI, but I did, and it was great. Okay, so the winner is Hold on, let me go back to the text. Kristen Kololeski. Kristen, congratulations, Kristen. You are our winner of this bucket. Hold on. I'm just writing your name down. Congratulations, Christian Kowalski. I'm sorry, I just butchered your name. How do you enter for the giveaways? Andrea, first of all, most giveaways, it's on participation only. And the staff here will just pick a number, go down and pick a name. So the more that you comment, the more you get entered to win. At the end of these, if Kate won the Brain Tap by sharing testimonials on the Brain Tap app, on the Brain Tap Facebook testimonials page. But right now, if you would like to win for the August 5th live, you would just want to get your MagnaCon 2026 tickets before the August 5th live. Congrats. Now make sure that let me put it up one more time. You are going to email MW Kristen, email MW prizes. All right, we got one more winner. Yeah, Beth, there's information on the HydroWave in the portal. It is a combination of colloidal silver bonded to the water molecule. So it is just an excellent spray for wound healing. Wound healing is particularly it. Pink eye, lots of really great uses. There's a lot more information in the portal, or you could text 502-706-7221. I'll put that up and we will send that to you as well. We can send you more information on that HydroWave. All right. Macross HydroWave is in the portal. It's a great product. So let's see. The portal is Inspector Gadget. Why is that in my head? See, that's it. That is brain trainment. Now my brain is stuck on the frequency of Inspector Gadget. Go to the portal, you guys. Check it out. Log in. Sunshine Gibson, I'm really considering a rock. Girl, today is the day. Text 1-502-706-7221. Ask about machine discounts. Ask about rock discounts. Ask and see what they can do for you. We got more shirts. Ooh, we got a dry brush. We got a Christmas ornament. We've got, these are great. The flare strips. The flare strips with the MagnaWave logo. It's literally... We have Kentucky Derby winner who used this flare strip with the MagnaWave logo and won the Kentucky Derby 2 years ago. And the winner of this bucket is Nola Sue. Congratulations, Nola Sue. You won this bucket. All right, last bucket. Last bucket. Here we go. Kate says, Elaine, really quick, HydroWave question. Can you confirm for the wound spray it's 50-50 mixture? I can confirm with distilled water and HydroWave. Can we order the flare strips? Yes, in the portal. Let me see if there's... If you're interested in getting a rock, you can scan this. I'm like wondering if this works. Might not. So we'll hide it for right now. One of the things I want to make sure you guys do, and we'll do a giveaway for the next time, okay? I'm going to give away either a brain tap or a rock if you buy your MagnaCon tickets, but also if you are listed on the map, if you are a practitioner that is listed on our map. So get listed on the map if you would like to win for my next live on August 5th, okay? So if you would like to win a prize, go to the portal and say, that's literally at the top, get listed on the MagnaWave map. If you are listed on the map, your name we'll put you in to win either a rock or a brain tap on August 5th. Okay, here we go. Last one. This one has all of the covers. Well, a lot of the covers. It also has Success in Any Economy, written by the man, the myth, the legend, Patrick Zimmer. We got shirts, hats, stickers, and this amazing bucket. Tina says, I already got my tickets and took a vacation from my job, my regular job for the week. Great. Tina, you are entered to win for next time. All right, let's do this. Let's give this last one away. Sierra Viola. Congratulations, Sierra. All right, Sierra, Kristen, and Nola Sue, we are so happy that you won. Make sure you email MW Prizes with your information, with your name, where you would like it shipped. I know we know most of you guys and you've been around, but I want to make sure that we get it to the right place because people do have different places that they live and go. Get your MagnaCon tickets. Check out the MagnaWave portal. And by the end of day today, if you would like to get a brain tap with $100 off plus, or try the brain tap 30-day free trial, you can do any of those things, but you want to make sure that you get to do those things today. 30-day free trial for the brain tap right there. You want to text 502-706-7221. Again, that's 502-706-7221. You guys, you can text this number anytime you want to talk about any products, or if you don't know who your specialist is and you're like, I can't remember who my specialist is, or if you just want to ask us a question or you want to get scheduled a call or you want to talk to somebody, this is the phone number to text. Otherwise, I appreciate you guys. I will see you, let's see, August 5th, 3 to 4 p.m. In 19 days. So I will be live August 5th. I'll be live right here with you guys. Make sure you get your MagnaCon tickets before then if you haven't already. And make sure that you, what was the other thing I was going to do? Oh, I wrote it down. Where do you buy HydroWave water? You buy HydroWave water in the portal, or you buy it by texting this number right here. We have different sizes. You could just text this number and say, I'd like to get HydroWave. What are the sizes? What are the prices? Everything is right here. Okay. Everybody have a wonderful rest of your day. Okay. You guys just have an excellent, wonderful day. Everything is going right for you. You're lucky people. We are going to have a wonderful rest of the day. I appreciate you all so much. As Pat would say, wave on.